Hi, everybody. It's Dr. Kathy again. How are you? All right. Today, we are talking about another questionnaire. I know you guys are probably tired, but I tell you, this one is the basis. This is the unique, real questionnaire that most of the studies and most of the results that come out that we're talking about actually based their information on. This actual questionnaire, the sexual mode questionnaire, goes into your mind and actually your thoughts and gives actual examples of what is going on in your mind during sexual activity. So I wanted to go into this because it is almost like, how did you guys know all this? It's amazing. So this is actually a network of cognitive, which is automatic thought, right? It could be negative. So cognitive thoughts, emotions, and behavior. Okay? Meaning all that stuff that goes on during sexual activity, your thoughts, your emotions, what you're feeling, your responses, how you respond, and what you're actually going to um, want to do after you get all this going together, this network of thought, emotions, behavior. They go together. And this A.T. Beck, he's the original uh, person that made the questionnaire in 1996, that everyone else uses their studies and becomes more detailed in their own conclusions. But it is his questionnaire, which is what we're going to go through, the sexual mode questionnaire, that is the basis, the foundation of a lot of these studies. So I wanted to go into it because, again, like I said, it's eerie how he goes into our mind and actually knows our thoughts. And he's making an association, right? That there is a connection, which we all know. I've talked about this before, an association between how you think, negative thoughts, automatic negative thoughts that come into your mind, your emotions, and your sexual response, your behavior, what you do once you get that information in your brain. My input here is to let you see a peek in that window to see how you actually think, if it applies to you. And I'm going to tell you, it spooked me out. So I want to actually bring up some of the information that you're going to love to know. First of all, the study does show, again, there are several studies based on this questionnaire, but one of the studies I read shows that there are 5 factors in men, all right, that actually really, from the studies that I've read, make men think about certain things and have emotions about it and actually have a response to it, right? The outcome. So, number one, the men think of erection concerns. Number two, lack of erotic thoughts. Number three, age related and body related thoughts. Number four, negative thoughts towards sex. And number five, they worry about their partner's evaluation and failure anticipation thoughts. Okay? Meaning that guys are worried about when they are in the sexual activity, about their erections, whether it's going to be there. They're worried about their mind not being turned on, which is the erotic thoughts. They're worried about their age. I didn't know that. They're worried about their age, I guess, in relation to their partner. They're worried about their body, which I understand. They're worried about negative thoughts towards sex. So something might go on negatively during sexual activity, and they're worried about that. Interesting, right? And they also worry about their partner. So guys worry about their partner. Yay, about time, right? We need to know that. So it's good to know that they do have concerns also about failure and evaluating and not satisfying us, and worried about us judging them, basically. That's good to know, right? So that's what this study actually came up with based on the sexual modes questionnaire. The 6 factors, so we have our own conclusion here that what we do in terms of, again, the mind, the emotions, the response. This is what we do. This is what we think about. Number 1, sexual abuse thoughts. Number 2, lack of erotic thoughts. Number 3, low self-body image thoughts. Number 4, failure and disengagement thoughts. Number 5, sexual passivity and control. Number 6, partner's lack of affection. So we're different. Notice that. So we have worries about past issues that have happened to us in our childhood. We worry about lack of erotic thoughts, which I am glad we worry about that because I'm thinking people don't even know you're supposed to have erotic thoughts. Yes, 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 erotic thoughts. Now, of course, the lack of erotic thoughts is an issue. So we've got to up that, right? Low self-body image thoughts, we know about that. But we're thinking about, ladies, failure and disengagement thoughts. So we're thinking of disconnecting and failure to have that orgasm. So we're thinking of that, which we're not surprised about. Then sexual passivity, which means we're passive. I didn't know we think about that. And control. I didn't know we think about that either, that we want some control and we don't want to be passive sometimes. So it all depends on, of course, each person, but that is something that they found in the study that we think about. And then, of course, we think about our partner's lack of affection or compassion or care for us. We know about that, okay? So there's a strong association between emotional response and our sexual functioning. So this actually can tell us whether we have a sexual dysfunction or not. Okay, so here we go. So the questionnaire was, again, updated by Pedro Nobre and Pinto Guevia in 2003. Okay, so this is still a little bit of an old scale, but very, very appropriate for us to know. Now, the most important thing I want to go through, again, I don't want to go into too much detail, but I wanted to go through the actual questions that they ask. So I'm going to jump through all that for us to focus on the actual questions that they ask. There is a male version and a female version. And because the male version comes up first, we're going to do the male version first. All right, here we go. So they are going to ask you 30 questions for men, 33 questions for women. And we're supposed to actually give a ratio or they call it the lecture response. But I'm just going to read out the questions so that you know what questions people are thinking about. I don't want to go into the response this time. I just want you to know the questions that they actually got together for the study. Number 1, these movements and positions are fabulous. This is for the men. Number 2, this time I cannot disappoint my partner. These are thoughts in people's minds, the guy's mind. Number 3, she will replace me with another guy. Number 4, I'm condemned to fail. Number 5, I must be able to have intercourse. Number 6, this is not going anywhere. Number 7, I'm not satisfying her. Number 8, I must achieve an erection. Number 9, I'm not penetrating my partner. Number 10, my penis is not responding. Number 11, why isn't this working? Number 12, I wish this could last longer. Number 13, what is she thinking about me? Number 14, these movements and positions are fabulous. Number 15, what if others knew I'm not capable? Number 16, if I fail again, I am a lost cause. Number 17, I'm the happiest man on earth. Number 18, this is turning me on. Number 19, if I don't climax now, I won't be able to later. Number 20, she is not being as affectionate as she used to be. Number 21, she doesn't find my body attractive anymore. Number 22, I'm getting out. Number 23, this is disgusting. Number 24, this way of having sex is immoral and unnatural. Number 25, telling her what I want sexually would be wonderful. Number 26, she is really turned on. Number 27, I must show my virility. Number 28, it will never be the same again. Number 29, if I can't get an erection, I will be embarrassed. And number 30, I have other more important matters to deal with. Those are the questions that come up in this questionnaire, and this is what people think about in the male perspective. Isn't that amazing? Now, I'm going to go to the female perspective. Number 1, he is abusing me. Number 2, how can I get out of this situation? Number 3, he only wants to satisfy himself. Number 4, sex is all he thinks about. Number 5, the way he is talking turns me on. Number 6, he is being aggressive with me. Number 7, this way of having sex is immoral. Number 8, these movements and positions are fabulous. Number 9, I'm getting fat and ugly. Number 10, if I let myself go, he is going to rethink his relation with me and think I'm promiscuous. Number 11, making love is wonderful. Number 12, he is not being as affectionate as he used to be. Number 13, I am not satisfying my partner. Number 14, I must not show that I'm interested. All right, ladies, I'm not showing that I'm interested. That's what we think about, that we have to be calm and cool and not overdo it. Number 15, this is disgusting. All right, so these are thoughts in our mind sometimes. Number 16, I'm not as physically attractive as I used to be. I'll say that again. I'm not as physically attractive as I used to be. Number 17, I should not take the lead in sexual activity. That is something we think about. Number 18, he only cares about me when he wants sex. Number 19, I'm not getting turned on. Oh, dreaded thought. I'm not getting turned on. Number 20, I'm not feeling physically attractive. Number 21, these activities shouldn't be planned ahead of time. Number 22, I can't feel anything. This is what we think, women. Not all, some. Number 23, I don't want to get hurt emotionally. Number 24, why doesn't he kiss me? Number 25, my body turns him on. Number 26, when will this be over? Number 27, if only he'd whisper something romantic in my ear. Number 28, he only loves me if I'm good in bed. Number 29, I should wait for him to make the first move. Number 30, I'm only doing this because he asked me to. Number 31, I'm the happiest woman on earth. Number 32, I have other more important matters to deal with. And number 33, if I refuse to have sex, he will cheat on me. Okay? So these are questions in the questionnaire that you're going to rate in terms of whether it's true in terms of intensity 1 to 5, and then they're actually describing whether you're going to feel any way, particularly when you are asked these questions. Okay? So, emotions like they're going to ask are sadness, guilt, anger, pleasure. Okay? They're going to ask whether those questions generate any of those feelings within you. And you are going to let them know whether you feel that. Okay? A lot of times, the intensity of the feeling will tell us where you are. And the description of the feeling, disgust or pleasure or happiness or just feeling nauseated. These are things that they want to know whether you're feeling when asked those questions. Okay, then they also want the intensity of how you feel with those questions. And that's how they come up with this sexual module or mode that will give us an idea of whether we are experiencing a sexual function, which is good, or a sexual dysfunction, which is not good. So these thoughts automatically come to our mind. And I do know that when we have these thoughts, we don't realize that they're interrupting our sexual performance, our sexual results, which is the orgasm. So I wanted to point these out. If you want a copy of the article, let me know. I'll send it to you. But just remember, I'm pointing this out to you to see whether this applies to you so that we can intervene and do something about it to improve the chances of your getting that great orgasm, which we all want to have with our partners. And of course, enjoy the sexual experience and improve the relationship with your partner on a long-term basis. Okay, guys? I just wanted to bring that up with you today. I know you're sick and tired of questionnaires, but let's at least remember the thoughts in the guy's mind and the thoughts in our mind and make sure that we do something about it if we have to, if the intensity and the frequency is interfering with sexual response. Remember, we can get help for that now, and we can reach out to professionals. And you can start with your primary care doctor and reach out to a doctor like me and specialists that do treat these orders or issues. Okay, guys? All right. Have a great night, great day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care.